before, but just kind of with where you guys are at in this rut, how do you kind of set the tone for the team and not let them kind of wallow in frustration and make this spiraling worse, especially with the schedule getting tougher here?
I kind of put in, perspective, not just for me, but for everybody, in the sense of just the challenge. You know what I mean? It's just when you get in the hole, you get any type of challenge in life. It's how you step up to it. Of course, it's going to be frustrating because we all want to win. We always want things to not be as tough, but when things do come out and be tough, how you going to put it in perspective to bring the best out of you to get out of that rut. And that's all it is. That's where we at. And you just gotta step up to it. You can't really carry all the negative stuff that happened prior. Worry about the next game, and hopefully you kind of could get a rhythm game by game. Like I never cared. I hate the whole thing about tough schedules and all that. At the end of the day, every single team you play against is tough. Just the NBA. Let's start one game at a time.
One thing we heard about you guys going to Nashville was the ability to build that cohesion so you can have tough conversations amongst each other.
Yeah.
Do you feel that the team is in that spot, or do you feel that the team is still connected?
No, we're still connected for sure. It's just and I think that's where a lot of the frustration coming from, because it's like we connected, everybody comfortable having those tough conversations that we didn't have before. It's just a matter of having it all click on the same page, and that comes with winning. Everybody eager, hungry to want to win. We just gotta put it together. How we played, how we came out and started the game last game. Now it's about putting it, not just for a quarter, but for 4 quarters. You know what I mean? So, we there. We just gotta, like I said, find that rhythm and that consistency.
DeMar, you've already expressed your opinion of the whole Zach thing when the Zach news, rumors, whatever you want to call it, kind of leaked in. Does that put you guys in a uncomfortable spot that even though you guys feel the perception of Zach hasn't changed or the relationship hasn't changed, anytime anything happens, he's under a microscope. And then that puts you guys under a microscope as far as, well, not all these guys want to be here. Is that kind of just another added layer that's kind of tough to deal with?
I don't know, because from my perspective, being in the league so long, it's just really hard for me to get caught up in that. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not even lying to y'all. It's just like I just don't see it. I just look at it. With anything in life, when something seems to be going wrong, it's easy to point at everything else too. You know what I mean? And we just always tend to do that with any occupation that you work for. You know what I mean? And it just comes with the territory. You know what I mean? We have a good week, good 2 weeks now. Everything gonna change. The whole narrative changed. You know what I mean? So it's on us to control what we could control, and that's when we come to work every single day. We know if somebody's frustrated or somebody mad at something, they try to pinpoint it to this, and this. It just comes with it. I think for us, we just really just out here just trying to figure out how to put wins together, on a consistent basis.
Do you think Zach, Zach pretty well, do you think he feels extra pressure or feels like maybe he's under a microscope more than he usually has?
Nah, I don't think so. You know what I mean? It just, it just comes with it, and it's one thing I talk to Zach all the time. It's just like the good, the bad, the ugly comes with being in this occupation, being one of the best players on the team, being with everything that you sign up for. It comes with it. You know what I mean? Like, I remember being a rookie, I didn't have to worry about nothing the older guys have to worry about.
Right.
And I thought it was so simple until to it flip-flop, and you realize, like, shit, a lot come with this, and you just got to accept it. And, that's one thing I talked to him about. He understand that. And that's one thing I talk to, all the guys, even young guys, to help them understand. At some point in your career, you're gonna feel what it's like to be on this side of things, and you can't let that deter you or break your confidence or make you view something any differently.
DeMar, we see how much you guys talk, how much you guys seem to like each other off the court. Do you think you guys are able to translate that to, like, playing hard enough for each other when you're on the court?
I mean, we tried to. I mean, like I said, last game we was there. It's just once things shift, defensively for us, or if a team throw, some new at us that we probably haven't seen, how quick can we adjust to it? I think that's where we at now. How do we adjust if we have a bad 6 minutes, if we have a bad quarter? Because it's going to happen. We can't play a perfect game every single game, but it's about how can we adjust when something goes wrong or teams make adjustments on us, and that's the next evolution for us as a complete team.
Do you wish this group showed to be a little tougher through adversity than it's shown? Because I think that's been the knock even from Billy, is that when adversity hits, there's not always that we're hitting back mentality.
Yeah, and I don't think it's from a lack of toughness. I think it's just from a lack of understanding and IQ, so to speak. You know what I mean? You kind of, get overly scrambled of trying to overthink a situation a lot of times, and that kind of could cause it to be a little bit more chaotic. That's when we have turnovers, when we have missed assignments, and you don't got to overthink the game. I don't never think it's from a lack of toughness. It's just a lack of understanding and IQ at certain points of the game that becomes critical, and that kind of just steamrolls from us from there. We miss shots or making mistakes defensively, turning the ball over, and next thing we down 10 when we just got back in the game. So.
Right.
What was it like playing with Derrick in San Antonio?
Man, I love Derrick,
Seeing
man.
How far he's coming here in Boston.
Man, I don't talk to him much, but to be a fan of him since we left San Antonio, to see the progression he made, a lot of players should look at a Derrick White and see what it's like to be a competitor, a winner, and an ultimate teammate. And you see that with the role that he's in, seeing the importance he's been since he's been in the Boston Celtics. It's been great. My first year in San Antonio, he was our starting point guard because DeJounte Murray got hurt. And the way he led us, to playoffs, his experience, his understanding, his smart, his IQ of a basketball player, it shows. And, I just remember Pop used to be on him so much when we was in San Antonio. But Pop seen something in him that we see now, and so it's dope to see.
What was he kind of drilling with him back then?
Oh my God, Pop was on his ass every day. Oh my God, I'm talking about every day. Pop was. I seen Pop being Pop with Derrick, but like I said, you see why, because Pop seen something in Derrick that shows now why he's who he is in this league.
Was there something you saw defensively?
Just his knack, his feel, his understanding, his creativity on both ends of the floor was definitely incredible, especially to be such a young player. And like I said, when you play under Pop will see something in you before you see it in yourself. And, he always used to bring the best out of Derrick.
What did you think of? Go ahead.
Oh, I've got a quick USC question for you. Vooch said, knock it off. Vooch said that you and him were talking about Gigi Watkins a couple days ago. Just kind of have you gotten the chance to watch her play at all? Just kind of what's your early
Yeah,
assessment?
I've known her for a while, so I'm not surprised at it at all. Not at all. It's amazing to see what she represents, where she come from, to be able to stay home and bring women basketball back to the high level that it's at. And I think even next year they're supposed to have the #1 recruiting class for women. Man, it's amazing. It's amazing to see what she's doing with that whole program is doing. I'm not surprised, but I'm definitely happy for her for sure.
Are we going to see another DeRozan at USC sometime?
Yeah, I hope one of my daughters make it, or I hope my son make it. You know what I mean? But I hope so.
Awesome. Thanks,
Yeah.
Mark.